Hey there, hi there, Aries. It's me, Priscilla B, and welcome to your dream shadow reading with me. All right, so to get started, I am going to be reading from this Darkwood Tarot book, okay? Because it has all these like shadow definitions here. And I'm going to be combining that with my Crystal Visions deck, okay, for you Aries. All right, because I don't know where the deck is for this book, and I don't have a book for this deck. So we're gonna combining it. All right. So first up, I have the Six of Pentacles for you, Aries. Okay. So this is just like the conscious energy. This isn't really like, we're not getting like too deep right away. Okay, I think we should just start out kind of light a little bit here. All right, so looking here at the Six of Pentacles, let's see, what do you have for Six of Pentacles? So, okay, so things are moving rapidly according to plan. Stop and reassess. Reconsider the final goal. Rest is needed. Your head clears up upon waking. And the message from your shadow is, are you using sleep as an escape? Lying around listlessly? Do you use medical issues purposefully to retreat from life and gain attention? If so, wake up from the dream and rouse yourself. Okay? You can see here that this woman, she's in a beautiful garden. She's picking fruits off the bushes here, off the trees. She's got lots of abundance here. There's birds chirping. It's beautiful. It's sunny. She is having a good time walking outside. This is like you in your waking life. I feel like there's like a sense of like purpose here, of forgiveness here. Maybe there's even someone on your mind I'm picking up on. Okay, so looking at that, let's see what else is going on consciously here, because there's a sense of awareness, there's a sense of nostalgia. Six of Pentacles. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone here wants you to be aware of their intentions for you. You probably are dreaming about somebody. Now, I just did so many dream readings, so this could be a continuation of that person that you were dreaming about, and now they're appearing in your waking life consciously, okay? So, taking a look at this Nine of Pentacles, let's see what the message is from the Nine of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Okay. So reflects the slow and sensual yet seismic activity of the energy of Earth. He takes his time making decisions and carefully plots and plans all he does. Just because he's slow moving and cautious, don't think he's dead in the water. Every move counts. Everything takes on meaning. Do not rush him. So the Knights are all about bringing in messages, okay? The wise owl descends to do the Knight's bidding, okay? A message is on the way, and it will have real-world results and visible benefits. The Knight displays a cautious personality who chooses actions with care. He would rather take small steps than risk a large failure. In this way, he is safe. He is a gentle soul who never wounds on purpose. Taking your time, thinking things through, slow and steady energy wins the race. Careful planning, realism in the face of what is before you. Hard work and diligence. Complete dedication to a task. Message is on its way. Dependable. Lost in the minutia of life. Hyper-focused, stealing attention from important basic life activities. Obsessive compulsive behavior. Concern for material objects. Needy and incomplete. Looking at the dark side of life. Okay? So, your Knight of Pentacles is, they're reminding you of like what it was like or what it is like to be wrapped up in like somebody else's like ego plan for you, like somebody else's like egocentric personality disorder or something. Like obviously I'm not like legally allowed to label people, but like your shadow energy is really like, this is an ego of a person that has not done the shadow work, and I'm showing you what it looks like once someone has done the work and has really like realized who they are and who they're always going to be or who they always have been, and has accepted that and wants to share that part of themselves with you. Because I think deep down inside, they, that nostalgia that they're feeling for you, that you're feeling for them, this is coming in really strongly here. Okay? This is something they want with you. But in order for you both to receive that, you have to be willing to let go of the connections with the shadowy, like the ego people, the egocentric people. Because it's okay to have an ego. Like, you can't really help it. But when that gets in the way of what's really important, that's when that obsessive compulsive behavior really starts to take over everything around you, your whole entire dream world, your whole entire conscious life. Okay, because we're still just talking about consciously. We haven't even gotten to the subconscious yet. So it's kind of like hinting towards you to maybe like it's time to step through a new doorway, and to, the owl has a message for you. Okay, I actually have an owl message card for you. So hold on a second. So the owl wants you to know your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Okay, that's what that message is. Okay, that's what that owl is sending you. That message, and you're receiving that message. It's almost like you are the owl. Oh my, like if you just like conceptualize it, you'll see that you are channeling in this wisdom, you are channeling in this intuition right now. And your Knight of Pentacles, that's not letting their ego and their pride get in the way of this connection with you, is like, you don't want someone's ego to get in the way of a connection. You know, that's not healthy. You want a balanced, equal give and take sort of thing here. Okay, so moving in deeper into your subconscious. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords and we have the Devil and the Lovers. Wow, look at that. Okay, so already you know your truth. Already you're speaking your truth. Already the King of Swords, I should say, it's kind of like your guardian angel here a little bit. You know, and he's like, it's time to move on past the egos, past the narcissist. I don't know, but past like the misogyny, past the guys that you were with before, okay, Aries, or whatever energy that your partners you previously were with. Okay, so yeah, and I'm getting the sense here too that you could be dreaming about like weddings, like going to a wedding, maybe being in the wedding. Just like, I feel like you're more of like an observer, but like you're kind of like, you don't want to be just always observing everything anymore. You know, you want to be like in something here. You okay? The Devil and the Lovers, you definitely want to be in a connection here. Okay? Whatever that connection means to you, but is also like helping you in some way. Okay? Understand something deeper about yourself. Okay? So this King of Swords is going to kind of showcase that a little bit here. The Thinker, yeah, they're gonna like help you think, okay, about this connection. Okay, so mature male energy, never mincing words, honesty and expression, an intellectual giant, fine thinker and orator, teacher and mentor, inventive attitude, clever and astute, forward thinking. Okay, that's like, hello, like the ideal partner. Okay, that's the ideal matchup. Okay, But you also have a shadow side to the King of Swords. And that King of Swords shadow is something that you have like deemed normal or deemed like this is what I deserve. Okay, but I'm going to explain to you what that means. And then you're going to be like, wow, I really don't want that. Okay. But, anyways, here we go, Aries. So, the shadow side to the King of Swords is a nasty and cruel energy. It's cold and unavailable, meaning like probably emotionally, right? Using mental prowess to undercut family and friends, a personality only interested in serving their own ideas, intellectual snobbery, feeding the ego, and used to cover underlying feelings of worthlessness, cutting off one's nose to spite your face, all in the name of being right. All right, Aries. So obviously, the King of Swords is going to want you to um, not be surrounded by somebody who is nasty and cruel to you. And that's what brings us to this lover's energy, this beautiful lover's energy. Okay. So you're probably dreaming about your soulmate. You're probably wondering what they're thinking and like how that plays a role here for you in your dream world or what that means for you. And let's see here. Lovers. So the lovers are the archetype of love. Love is the unifying expansion and binding force of the universe. The shadow witch finds her body growing weary. As she sits down upon a soft, mossy enclosure and rests her eyes, her black cat companion curls at her feet. Oh, wait, that's not. No, we're not reading that. Never mind. But, okay. The archetype stuff is right. Like, but yeah, we have here love and romantic attraction, flirtation, deep bonds, profound and emotional connection, sensuality and pleasure, spiritual ecstasy, rapture, the unfolding of the mind, body, and spirit, deep gratitude and sense of aliveness, soulmates, twin flames, quantum entanglement. But we also have obsession and compulsion over a romantic objective of desire, attachment to the point of mania, desperation, refusal to let a relationship end, sex addict, repeated abuse patterns, and romantic entanglements. Okay? So you're also probably, because this is a shadow reading, like I feel like you're dreaming about the shadow side to this lover's energy quite a bit more than if you were just like having a pleasant dream about, being with this person that loves you and respects you, okay? So, Aries, that brings us to this devil energy because I feel like for you, the classic, like, traditional relationship, it's like, for you, Aries, it's not really manifesting the way that you envisioned it. In fact, it's coming off as like you're in a shadow relationship in your conscious world, which no one wants that. No one wants to be in an obsessive, abusive relationship. But it's coming through in your dreams as that. And I feel like it's giving you kind of, I don't feel like it's confusing you. I feel like it's actually, if anything, bringing more light and more truth to the kind of relationship you're in versus the kind of relationship that you actually want for yourself. Okay, the devil is the archetype of the shadow. Exactly. So it's your own shadow too. That's sort of like to be obsessed and to be like in this controlled relationship. You're so conditioned to feeling that way, Aries, that you basically like desensitized yourself to the point where it feels like that is the new normal for you. Even though you know deep down inside that's not healthy for you. Okay, Aries? So make fear your friend and turn obstacles into allies. Okay, the labyrinth awaits, says Temperance as she points behind the witch to a gaping opening in a massive wooded maze, leading into corridors of darkness. The witch takes a deep breath, knowing she must enter. The only way out of the wood is to move through each experience, each lesson. Perhaps she was dreaming. Did it matter? She turns back to see Temperance has vanished. The witch takes a deep breath and enters a corridor of knotted trees. Okay. Your shadow becomes an ally when embraced. Fear is never an effort to avoid. Avoidance equals indifference. Think of how it feels to be shunned, to find out someone just doesn't care. Fear is realizing the value of a thing. The thought of losing such a thing becomes more terrifying than actually having it. Fear points us to where we want to go. This is why challenge cards are the heart of a tarot spread and defining the moment of any story, Aries. Okay? The shadow is every fear, terror, okay? Talent, desire, wish, and expression buried within the wells of the subconscious. The devil is the mythological creature springing from the human ego. The ego is the false construction of our personality, the idea of who we think we are. It is entirely self-created. We need not destroy our ego. We simply need to recognize it for what it is and no longer be controlled by it. Labyrinth patterns appear across the natural spectrum in galaxies, seashells, and even snails. We enter mental labyrinths when dealing with loss, confusion, darkness, and fear. Walk the maze to discover your shadow, because he conceals himself well. Tricks and illusions would have us think our ego is ready to wage battle with him. What do you fear? Who are you vilifying? What makes you angry and upset? What, asks the devil, do you want more than anything? The devil stands as the terrifying other and as a cultural scapegoat. The devil wants to keep you enslaved, angry, and scared, because this is where he draws his power. He thrives on addiction, negative energy, and extreme control. The devil is called the dweller on the threshold, because once he is slayed and integrated, infinite possibilities appear. Slay the dweller to set yourself free, just as the Page of Swords is about to do. Illusion, abusive power and control, shadow, addiction, deception, and trickery, the heart of the matter, the source of discomfort, shape-shifting and trickery, a rip-roaring good time, immediate desires fulfilled and dangerous cost. The generator and source of explosive and repressed energy in the wood, the love of your own drama, the false narratives you create, all repressed emotions, ideas, and talents, self-hatred, self-loathing, shame, anger, jealousy, fury, and fear. You have been living with an energy like that, or multiple energies like that, around you all the time, Aries. All the time. Suppressing you, repressing you. I mean, it's to the point where, Aries, you kind of just have like, I'm not saying you've given up on having what you want in life, but you have sacrificed, I feel like, your own ego, which is like, okay, in harmony and in balance with Temperance, it's okay to have ego. Like, the devil even says, your ego can help you find your talents, find your creative pursuits, find yourself even. You know, don't let it turn into something bad. You channel it for something good, which is like, what? Mind-blowing. But you are capable of that, though. There is some truth to understanding your own shadow and kind of letting your own shadow not take control over every aspect of your life, but definitely letting it show you what you are repressing and how it's not healthy for you. And Temperance is like balance within duality, leading to complex thought and action, the honing of skills, energetic mastery, going with the flow. You're channeling your ego into your skills, into action, into energetic mastery, unique and successful combinations of this energy. Excellent management skills put to the test with good results, originality, the unique expression of personal talent, shadow artist, blocking yourself off from the natural ebb and flow of the universe, creative confusion, great talent going unused. Okay? You have so much talent. It's like you are a shadow artist, you know? And it's not being channeled in the proper networks of your life, because all the networks in your life are pretty much boiling down to just one network that is blocking you from being yourself. Okay? So I'm going to read you this, like these lines, okay, from Star Wars Episode 5, The Emperor Strikes Back. Luke, what's in there? Yoda, only what you take with you. The Star Wars, that line right there, it's like the dark side, that's your shadow. And we see what happens when that's out of balance, right? And there's no harmony there, and there's no proper channels there, right? We get we get Darth Vader, we get the Sith Lord. Okay, I've been watching like all the Star Wars movies recently. So moving out of this like place where you're blocking all your energy, you're blocking all your channels, you're not letting anything flow naturally and flow through you, okay? Maybe it's time to get a door of destiny and open it. So I'm going to be using my Doors of Destiny Oracle cards, okay? And we're going to open a door here, and this is going to give us the insight we need to move forward, okay? Door of wonder, awe, amazement, fascination, curiosity, mystery, and marvel. The door of wonder. It just starts with just one step outside of your comfort zone and move forward. You know, like you can't. What's happening right now is that you are in energy that's not moving forward. That is staying stagnant. That is staying blocked. And it's kind of creating this sort of like fog all around you, and you're just trying to make sense of it all. So how does that happen? How do you make sense of all that? We have the Page of Cups, okay, Justice, and the Star, okay? So I'll read these cards for you, and this is going to be how you sort of remove those blockages, those obstacles, how you remove that fog from your life so that you can start to see where your energy needs to flow now, where you need to go creatively, where your mind needs to take you, where your journey, your spiritual journey is pointing you towards, okay? So the Page of Cups, yeah. The intuitive, okay? An open and sensitive personality, kind and non-judgmental. The response in our hearts when we experience startling beauty. Instant forgiveness and a kind word that is desperately needed and unexpected. Honoring the dignity of every human, animal, and thing. Acceptance. So what you have been around that's just kind of like drained you is people um, and that are expressing an energy where there's emotional tantrums, runaway imagination, hallucination, delusions of grandeur, wild ideas unchecked, inability to stay grounded in reality, solitary and silent, eating at oneself from the inside. Okay. Um, you're kind of stepping away from that now. Okay. You're not going to surround yourself with like energy like that anymore. Okay. So once you do that, you find justice here and the star energy. And the star is the archetype of healing. Universal alignment is your natural state. Okay. The star reflects freedom. It reminds you of what is possible when it is hard to see through the static. Like I said, like the fog, that energy that's keeping you in this headspace of not knowing where to go next, right? Or what to do. The star is the opening of the soul. It is the card of possibility, life, and connection. It is the breeding ground of true magic. Generosity fills the star card with the ability to be kind to others and the self. Jubilation illuminates you like helium in a balloon. The body is alive and open, warm, and receiving. This state of reception allows ingenious ideas. Verse 4. An unexpected possibility, a thrilling opportunity, or a situation beyond your wildest dreams becomes available to you. So there's the losing all self-consciousness, vulnerable yet active, celestial radiance showers upon her. This is the energy of the artist and muse. It reflects your connection to water, earth, and sky. She operates freely. The devil has relinquished his grip. The tower cleared the decks. Your radiant hope, relief, and pleasure. Inspiration, minimalism, motivation, creating a new reality. Emotional clearing, gifts of the heart and soul. Belief, peace, pleasure, space cleared, hope, optimism. Thinking life should always be brimming with pleasure. The assumption that fairy tales are true. Thinking out of perfection is everlasting. Preconceived ideas of everlasting bliss that lead to disappointment and distress. Using others to justify your behavior. Trying to make things nice on the outside when the inside is festering. Dishonesty, shallow thoughts, and behavior. Yeah. So there's a lot of that type of stuff that like you've kind of just realized like you have to leave that behind, you know, like the devil releasing his grip. The devil wanted you to experience what it felt like to be in a controlled, manipulative, deceptive, energetic body of energy, like you know, in a collective consciousness that wasn't serving you like good intentions and positive affirmations. It was pretty much dimming your light. It was like slowly taking you away from yourself, little by little, piece by piece, until you're, you know, you were completely just like no light whatsoever. So justice is here now to sort of, you know, not sort of, it's going to balance the scales, and it's going to do it in a way where you're no longer feeling like the choices that you've made so far were like all in vain or had no merit or had no value, which is kind of what the energy you have been accustomed to for so long and conditioned for so long to believe. But all your work was for nothing. you know, it's all for naught. Like, it was just like, you wasted your energy, you wasted your life, you wasted years and years trying to build something. Okay, the tower energy, it's like you already built like the best possible foundation, and you already built your own like security here, okay, in the best way you can. Okay, but now it's time for you to just like accept that there's no more building that needs to really be done in regards to all that stuff you were working on. Now it's time for you to just release yourself from that project and that purpose, and embrace and accept this new journey that you're going on. Okay, um, because it's going to lead you to finding balance again, and finding peace, and finding clarity. Okay. Yeah, you've already dealt with all the complexities, you know, for now anyway. And now it's just like, justice is the archetype of the law. Okay. What you do to others, you do to yourself. And there's this sense of karma here, but it says here, the shadow witch set the wheel of fortune spinning and now moves through the wood with crystal clear intention. The hermit has explained karma to the witch. The hermit revealed that karma is the infused magic of responsibility, that which keeps universal order. What we put out in the world is what comes back to us. This is how each of us determines our fate and sets the course for our destiny. The shadow witch was told to find justice, and she recognizes the scales of balance. Justice traditionally reflects the glue of law and order with social, moral, ethical, and safety codes. Justice takes on a deeper meaning inside the dark wood. It is the moment of personal truth. The work and effort you put into a project or situation is what has returned to you. Justice allows no shortcuts, lies, or deceptions. She holds the sword of truth and will see the heart of the matter and the tenor of all souls. Two kneeling maidens are blindfolded. They can remove their blindfolds once they claim their role and responsibility for their actions, thoughts, and choices, bringing them to justice's feet. Those who integrate justice's lessons will act with integrity and become free. We show up for ourselves, our desires, and for other people. The universe responds by greeting us with new possibilities and hidden delights. Work and effort, karma. The witch's rule of 3. The energy you put out returns to you 3 times over. Taking responsibility, doing the right thing even if it is tough, scary choice. Showing up when you would rather avoid the situation, doing right by yourself, facing the truth, and owning up. Considering yourself above people, places, and things, using your story to become a martyr, judging yourself harshly and shaming others to feel better about yourself, speaking ill of others and spreading malicious gossip, pleasure and humiliation. Okay, so, I mean, obviously, Aries, you're not doing any of that, you know, you're not, like, gossiping about other people, you're not, you do judge yourself harshly at times, Aries, but I feel like that's because of all the people that already are judging you all the time. Like, let their judgments go. Like, it's none of their business what your business is. It's really none of their business. So, removing that blindfold, it's like, wow. It's like the blindfold maybe like felt safe at first, but it's like a freaking blindfold. Like, there's nothing safe about being blindfolded. I mean, okay, we're not like getting into like any like rated R adult smut material right now. Okay, that's not what this reading is about. But like, we're not talking about that. Okay, we're talking about like a metaphor for other people's like bullshit, like being like tied to you energetically, and then you having to like pretend that their bullshit is like normal or doesn't bother you when it really does. Okay, so you're letting all that go though, and you're finding new possibilities. The universe is greeting you with hidden delights. I mean, like that sounds so yummy and delicious. And like the karma here, the witch's rule of three. The energy you put out returns to you 3 times over. So you're putting out all this energy of like taking, I feel like of taking care of everything and taking care of everybody. Nobody is taking care of you. And then justice comes in and is like, here's the power of three. Now you can be taken care of times three. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you put in all this energy, work, and effort into the project, like I said, and that project was to build something that was beautiful and wonderful and amazing and supportive and good and balanced. And these other energies were like always constantly trying to destroy it. And the universe is like, wait a second, we need to spin that wheel of fortune back in Aries' favor, because we've seen all the work that Aries has been doing, and it's like Aries deserves their reward now. Okay, times three. So number three could be significant to you. Okay, but also it's like I feel like you put yourself in a position where you like let everybody else like, I don't know, just like do what they were going to do regardless of how you felt about it or how it's like affected you. And now it's like the universe is like, wait a second, like Aries, this energy was such a negative energy towards you. Like, we don't like that. And so we're going to fix that now. So yeah, Aries, like I don't think you're not taking a step back anymore. I feel like you're definitely taking a big step forward. And you can even see with the star, she's stepping into the water. She's placing her foot in there. It's time for her to feel again. It's time for you to feel alive again and restored and rejuvenated and like get out of this headspace where you need to keep sacrificing your own like like self, okay? Like, and you're gonna be doing that, Aries. You're gonna be taking a lot of control over your own life back. Okay, that's my message for you, Aries. Love and light always. Subscribe to my channel. Take care now. Bye.